Woof. All right, we got there. Sorry about that, everybody. You know me, and you know my computer, and you know that anytime we're doing anything important, that's when it needs to do a driver update. But we're done now. We're caught up. The driver update also, for whatever reason, knocked out my mouse. My mic. So that it wasn't kosher for Passover for the ye old open broadcast system. So, ladies and germs, I'm going to try something a little different. I have three different things to paint. However, they're all small boys. Well, not small boys, but things that I should be able to do lickety-split. So, that's the goal, that's the hope, that's the dream. Who's the guy I was fucking with last time? That's the boy I want. Oh. There it is. All right. Well, now I've got Monodrone. We've got Goblin. We got Zombo. All of these things can be whipped up, lickety split, no time. So yeah, let's just get right into it, I guess. Zombie. Let's start with the zombie first. I needed an executive decision, so I took it. Goblin skin. We'll have that set off. Zombie flesh. We'll need that. How is everybody's day going so far? Mine's going well. Don't really have anything I can really legitimately complain about. Just here for a good time. Gonna paint my minis and then get out of here. I'm actually interested in seeing how well I can do this and do this quickly, as I am going to be painting 3 minions today. However, they are all the low maintenance minions. That being said, I've definitely gotten around to putting more detail into minions such as this and taking my time and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, we should be able to wrap these boys up relatively quickly. If we can't, oh well. Looks like we got stuff for next week. Painting his face. I'm not quite sure what is in his little shoulder blade area here, what's hair and what's not. So we're gonna go zombie flesh most of it, and then retroactively, if it looks wrong, we'll fix it later, as you do. I mean, granted, if I really wanted to, I could just paint this guy all one color and shit him out and be like, done. But there's no honor in that. I still want him to look good. He deserves to be a right, proper, handsome boy. Oh. All right then. I'm gonna need some browns in this boy. He's got wooden armor kind of splotched around him. Plus, you know, he's got torn leather pants. Now, he's also got little rivets. We are going to end up making something happen with those. But later. Ooh. Too much. We've already got a correction to make. Oopsie poopsie. Can't always go too fast. Fifth. Hey yo, what's happening, Demon King? We here painting some minis. Huh. Okay. So I was right to question whether that was shoulder blade or body. Interesting. Ooh. What sort of dungeon? What baddies litter its floors? We got orcs, kobolds, undead, humans, raiders. What's happening? Ooh. Elite bad boys, huh? What makes them so much stronger? Oh, I put way too much brown on this. So I am muddling that up pretty bad. Oy vey. That cat's gonna be the death of me. He wants all the attention in the world. Sounds like some tough SOBs. Give me 1 second. That cat's gonna. Sorry about that. If my cat doesn't get attention, he just cries and cries and cries. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Some interesting ideas for his shoes. We've got. I'll hit it with the shader, of course, but these little strappies we'll hit with some Art U Brown, and that'll give it the look of variants. Like, different sort of materials are used in making it, because those are definitely some sort of, like, strappies. Ooh. What's happening, Kit Kat? Sounds good. This guy. He's got some pretty sweet kicks for being a zombie. Not gonna lie. I love how everything else on him is kind of like worn down and become like haggard and torn apart. But for some reason, his shoes are A-okay. Because when you're shambling about as a zomboy, you don't ever fuck up your shoes. I think we all know that. He's got like a really shitty sheath on this. It's a very short but wide dagger he's got. Well, at least that's the sheath of it. No actual presence of a dagger on the Mini itself, but presumably... Oh. Well, now I'm gonna have to repaint that. Alright. Oh. Well, I'm glad I didn't hop in there with you, Kit Kat. Jeez. Bad luck. Achu Brown for his belt. Sorry, just re-upping on my host raffles. So, does anybody have any good TV shows they'd recommend? Because I feel like I've watched everything and I'm just burned out, if that makes any sense. Something good. Not something played out that I could get from like every other fucking TV show either. I know we are currently burning through Deep Space Nine in our household, and it is... I tell you what, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Other Star Wars shows had to kind of like take their time and ramp up. That one's pretty solid. It's like they had the formula pretty down pat by the time they got to it. Sure, whenever you paint your minis, you also paint the 3D bits to them. Tops, sides, underneath. You don't want to just paint the forward-facing bit. That's not how stuff works. The inside of this dude's loincloth is going to be problematic to get to. A lot of loose divots, a lot of porous areas. So something's got to get painted twice, or just a little bit of TLC. Perfect. Let that dry a spell while I work on his hair. Give me a not great primer. Here it is. Give me black and give me dungeon stone. Way too much dungeon stone. Did not mean to do that. Ooh. And then mix that with just a dab of the abyssal black. And this will give that grayed out black. That is great for zombie hair. Yes. Make sure you spin it all the way through. You want to make sure everything's incorporated. You don't want to get to a point that's, like a pocket of it that's just all black hair. You're like, oh no. But this should do fine. Take my time with it here. You know what? Fuck it. It's time for that X-Acto brush I was using last time. I like it. I dig it. I think I want to keep giving it a whirl. Just kind of use the side bit to get the major areas of it done. There it is, yes. And use the finer bit to get the fucking fine details. Not kidding, I'm getting to the point where I want to get one of those, like, microscopes. Like that monocular eye scope. Scheiße. Boink. This one's too fine. I don't think this was the one. Darn it. I think I just need a better brush. I think it's just time. East. A bit of my beard hair got in there. Fantastic. Really, really make it my own brush, you know? Both through ownership and being made of me. We're making it work. This will work. Got it. There's just a couple dabs here and there that I gotta do. And there's a little pompadour. Pompadour. Ah, wunderbar. What? Oh, I was supposed to do his foot wrappings with the U Brown. I completely forgot about that. Completely spaced. I need a vacation. Oh, I need my spring break. Ooh, but you know what I gotta do? I am gonna do an ad time because we're at 20 minutes. Should have done one a little earlier. We'll be right back. All right. Let me get back into this. U Brown. I forgot to put you in the feet stockings. I don't even know how that paint got there, but okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sometimes you gotta paint something wrong to see it a little bit clearer. Get a little something brass. For his little, these chest plates that he's got. He's got not chest plates, he's got little embossed parts where he clearly was wearing good armor. Nice. A little bit more on this little west loinclothy bit. There we are. Let's get some purple on his organs that are exposed. Nice little, not turquoise, a little beholder purple will do that well, I think. You want to make sure, and when you paint a mini, you do your best to really thin it out. Not thin, maybe not thin it out. Thin might be the wrong phrase. But you want a gloopy. You definitely don't want a gloopy. It's easy to do, and at the end of the day, all it does is just hide the details. You don't want to put too much. You want it just enough that you can see what is supposed to be what. All right. At some point, I took the Atu brown to his pants. I mean, to his, yeah, I don't know how that became an issue. But it did, and we'll fix it. But the good part is, it's like we're already on corrections. We're 30 minutes in. Yes. Looking good, comrade. Zombie man does whatever a zombie can. I guess Zombie Man would just be a zombie, wouldn't it? The more I sit here and think about it, the shittier of a hero that actually sounds like. Alright. Let's get back to zombie flesh. Do the repairs up on that. And this boy will look a lot more respectable. Twink. Shoot plop. One more thing I need to do before I get to the washes and whatnot. I forgot he's got exposed back. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that skeleton bone paint that I love using so very, very much and give him a spinal cord. Since it is exposed, why not paint it accordingly? Yes. It's all coming together. Let's give his face some TLC. Definitely got punished a little bit by that black paint when I was doing his hair. That's to be expected. I'll be real, when I do zombies, I don't really like what I see until I hit the wash. I always have to remind myself that the wash on zombie flesh really changes things. Okay. So, fix that bit of his hair that I accidentally messed up. Go ahead and get that excess off of there. Then just dry brush that in. Motherfucker! Flim flamity flip flops. Okay. Skeleton bone, where are you? Oh, faithful. I hope nobody can hear that. Wunderbar. Now, you see, this is where I've cheated just a smidgen. One of the 3 minions that I need to do is a monodrone. And I don't know if you know anything about monodrones, but it's all bronze, baby. Literally nothing else required. Bam. Ooh. At time number 2, we will be right back. Highway to the danger zone. Well, I had a Zombo, a monodrone, and I'm on the monodrone now, and a little goblin guy. So 3 just somewhat easier things. Not doing it too crazy. I mean, for the love of God, monodrones are basically just straight bronze all the way across. God, they're fucking creepy as shit looking. A weird smile that they have. They are one of the fucking creepier D&D lore monsters that don't ever really get brought up that much. Thinking I can do some fun things with shading on him. Make his rivets a different tone of bronze. Get him to pop that way. But other than that, it's going to be the fastest mini I've painted. Oh yeah. It is a very relaxing, very zen thing to do. Plus, you know, anytime you just get to bust out the creativity always helps. Anytime you get those juices flowing. Getting better at it. Thank you. Paint all of that. All right. I've used all of the bronze, but we got them. Oh, there's a little bit inside there that hadn't gotten painted. Where did my fucking bronze go? Where'd you go? Yep, finally getting around to painting the monodrone. I was going to paint them, and then you guys didn't fight them. So I never ended up painting these guys, but now we finally got around to it. So they keep nerfing it. 7.5 hours wasn't even the last time they nerfed it. You might not have checked, but it actually had gotten nerfed to 8.5 too. It was 7.5. It was 5, and then it was 6.5. Then it was 7.5. Then it was 8.5, and now 9 hours. That makes sense. That's not good. Like, I get it. I know they're like, hey, we didn't expect Bitcoin would get this expensive, but at the end of the day, like, you still implemented it as a thing. Like, this was a potential. Like, quit punishing everyone for it. If you want to find a way to not ruin the economy because Bitcoin gets flooded, maybe, I don't know, include more fuel, bullets, things like that, so that they don't become trade commodities as well. Well, yeah. Set the Bitcoin price to what you actually want it to fucking be. Not what the world has it at if you don't like what the world has it at. But yeah, they keep making that worse. Every time I check, it's slower. And at this point, trading for it is completely useless because you need 2 Tetrises. You need 2 Tetrises to trade for 1 Bitcoin, plus the fucking green batteries. Okay, orc skin. No, goblin skin. I already brought it over here. I also think it's a little slimy that they're doing that. Not like they're doing it outside of patches. They're like toning everything down and making things take longer, so you won't see them in your patch notes. And I think that's just baloney. It's so weird that the goblin skin is like yellow. Got that big old muscular back. Disc. What color hair does this goblin have? That's an important question. Come on. Paint your face. Dude, this goblin's jacked. You don't see many jacked goblins these days. Or often at all. Oh, they made my poor dude a Ken doll. Ain't gonna give him a set of nuts. I guess that's fair. It makes sense. That'd be inappropriate. Still a jacked motherfucking dude, though. His goddamn legs are swole as shit. Okie dokie. Right. This on his shield will be great. And then once I do that gunblade metal for the divots, which will also be the divots on our Zombo's wooden armor. So it all comes full circle. I just didn't want to make it until this boy because I know he'd need it for his sword. Really got to make sure that the details speak for themselves. I'm not trying to paint too much on here. Don't want to leave too much glue because I still want like the ridges and everything to pop out. Want the details to be there. There we are. Not bad. Paint with the grain. That'll help too. Kind of hitting up the finer details of it real fast. Messed up a smidgen. Got like fucking wooden logs for shoes. Oh goodness. Gonna need more of this brown, I guess. It's been popular tonight. Makes sense though. This brush is like all the paint, all the paint, all the paint, and we're dry. It's just like, all right. Noted. I want to give it an Atu Brown flourish, because it definitely looks like it has, like, I don't know, fur or something. I want it to fucking look good first. There it is. Doink. A dab, dab, dab. A dab will do ya. Go ahead and dab me up. All right. Get back that IU brown. Bits of flourish in here. There we are. Shit. Lost a little bit of my control as we were shifting to the other side there. And got a little bit of paint I don't want on there. But have no fear. Nothing that can't be fixed real quick. Fucking thighs of fucking steel, this dude. Jesus. This is like the Conan the Barbarian of... Alright, where's my... Silver Dragon? Yeah, the Conan the Barbarian of fucking goblins over here. A little bit of silver. A little bit of black. Wunderbar. There's that gunmetal I like. and thin that out. Make sure it's not too horribly blotchy, blotchy, blotchy. Boop. 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 Take this, give his dollops a little bit of dolloping. There we are. Fucking God. Stay at a goddamn point. Ugh. Fucking thing, quit splitting. Stop splitting and just stay with a point. Oy vey. Alright, we're running an ad. Not bad. Okay, I will remove all of the paint from it if you just will stop having that glob when I'm done. There we are. Well done. Nicely executed. Alright. I need, we'll call it Minotaur height this time. Okay. Go ahead and paint his belt brown. Sounds like we're finally getting some fucking rain. We have needed it. We've been in a bit of a drought. He's got a little bronze locket over the bronze chain. Okay. Let's say he's got jet black hair. If I can find my black. And then it's the corrections. And on the goblin, there's a few. Because, man, the details on this requires some fucking extra special level of care. And then shading, but I got to do it for all three of them because I decided to do that at the end for all of them. Okay. Let's get the excess off and then get the details into this boy because I globbed the paint on a little bit. I globbed it. You want me to just turn you off? I got a WD-40 my fucking fan or something. Nope, that's it. I'm just not having a fan. That's only gonna get worse. No fans. Alright. The corrections on this boy are gonna be problematic, but we'll get there. So I'm doing my best to stay focused, because these little guys, those, just one minor fuck up, and it's 3 different things I gotta fucking correct. And my household right now is just a fucking bundle of fucking distractions. Hey, vey. We're getting there. We're almost there. You really need to fucking focus up on these fucking small boys. Oh, I'm fucking done with this goblin. I am so done with this goblin. My perfectionism is done with this goblin. There. I can vibe with that. Shavings time. Okay. Okay. What washes I got? I'm definitely gonna need the brown wash, all of them. Flesh wash, brown wash, shadow wash, the lot. First things first, we do the flesh. Flesh wash always makes fucking the zombies look like zombies. If you use any of the paints that say something something skin, you gotta use a flesh wash to really kind of see the color you're actually wanting. When you do the washes, you're gonna make sure that you thin it out fast. If you leave it to pool, you might get, uneven it'll be dry on, it'll be dark on one side. And you don't want that. Okay. Okay. Then the brown on him is going to get the brown wash, and then it's on to the next boy. Come on. Ugh. I hate how stringy the washes get. This weird stringy material that comes out of them. Don't know what it is, don't know the science behind it, but it sure is gross. I tell you what. It just gets fucking everywhere. Okay. This brown wash really fucking filled the nooks and crannies on that motherfucker. But I dig it. I dig how that looks a lot, actually. Dope. Well, I like how he turned out. Ooh, we're gonna do our last ad break, and then it's just shading, and then we are out of here. But I gotta re-up on my raffles. We'll be right back. Oy vey. Shadow wash. I need more coffee in me. All right. This is not gonna, the monodrone is not gonna require a whole mess of shadow washing. I'm just gonna hit it at its divots. Doesn't look like I'm changing much right now, but when it settles in, it'll have a nice effect. Don't want it drying too much. Don't want it pooling too much, sorry. Just a little bit. I'm not trying to completely modulate it, just give it some flair. Oh yeah. I like. All right. Down to the last boy. Well, first things first, let's flesh wash them. Fucking He-Man goblin boy. Guy's rather beastly. We'll just kind of come in here. Don't mind us, man, getting up your skirt a little bit. And then, just like our good friend Zombo Boy, I'm gonna brown wash those browns. Make them pop. Some of that dryness on. I really gooped it up in the middle there. And we're getting there. All right. Let me thin out some of that wash that pooled up. He had a little notch of black paint somehow got on him, on his flesh. Put that in. Blur it out. Mix it with the wash. There we go. Oh, God. Well, that's it. 3 boys done in 1.5 hours. Zombie. Monodrone. Gabo. Yikes. It's been a time and a half. It has been a pleasure. But, oh, God, I gotta go. That was stressful. I enjoyed it. You know me. Between the Discord, the Twitter, the Facebook, you can find photos of these. I will get them out there. Don't you worry. I'm going to send you over to Smokey. I've had a great time. I've had a blast. I hope I guys see you guys next time and go out there and make some memories. Oh, I haven't even started the raid yet. Ugh. My brain is potato salad. I need a day where I just sleep. I need 3 days where I just sleep in a vacation. Ignore me, guys. I'll see you all next time. Catch you later.